I started the recording, by the way. This is the base bid amount. And so my cursor's right there. I can insert a merge field. I can say base bid amount. I can say I want it, the currency, sorry, there's a typo in there, but I want it to be fully spelled out. Take a note here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and insert that in there. Okay, and it capitalizes it automatically. I'm going to add a space, and I'm going to insert the base bid amount again, and I'm going to make it the actual, you know, the dollar amount with the dollar sign and the commas. Okay, I'm going to insert that. Okay. Now, what I can do at this point is I can click on this button where I show example data, and you have to actually click whoopsie. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm sorry for this, but let me go back. And I'm sorry I didn't save it. Let me do that again real quickly. I apologize. The examples don't show all the formatting, I guess is what point I need to make. We couldn't get that to work the way we wanted to. But you'll be able to see it on the proposal. Okay, base bid amount. I'll do that again. And we'll help you with this too. I just wanted to kind of give you the overview. Base bid amount, got it all spelled out there. I'm going to put a space. I'm going to insert the base bid amount again. Just plain currency. Insert that. And then I'm going to save it and return. Okay. Now, if I go into a proposal, and I prepared a test proposal for you right here, and I found that under Manage Proposals. And we can delete this later, but I wanted to do this for training purposes. I hope that's okay. But yeah, that's fine. I go in here, and I look at that proposal, and I'm gonna delete what I have in there, and I'm gonna re-add that document. So I can go to the Content Center and say I want proposal letter templates. Let me view it, make sure I got the right one. Yes, that's the right one. Sorry, we're gonna add a close button to the top of that so you can close it. But that's the one I want. Go ahead and add it. Shrink this down a little bit for you. And then give it a description. Okay, this is the Jayhawk standard modification proposal. And it doesn't have to have a description, but let's just make it the same. Okay, save that. All right, now we have that in there. And if I go look at that in the proposal generator, you can see how it spelled out the dollar amount and then added the actual dollar amount there for those fields that I added. And so what it's also doing is it's adding the job name, today's date, spelled out in a certain format, and this was fixed. Now this is one of the things we need to cover. So again, it put the dollar amount spelled out in there, right from the template. So it filled in the blanks for me. Now, if I want to, okay, even though I loaded this from the Content Center, I can go and I can modify this document. And I can see I have a date field here. I have the job name here. I have the bid amount here. This is not what I wanted. Okay, I want to change that and go ahead and insert that base bid amount while it's in the proposal. Whoopsie, sorry. And then again, currency. Okay, there we go. Now, what is, oh, and by the way, the person that's assigned to it, his name's going to go down the bottom as well. All right.
Okay.
So now when I go view it, it's got what I want. Except the stickler we had with this, Drew, is the details here and the exclusions. I didn't know where that would come from. Now you can cut and paste those right in, but if you want them to come to the database from the database, we can pull them in from Excel, or we can pull them in from, you know, you can cut and paste.
Okay, that's probably the most unique part, or the part that we want to be able to, I don't know, freeform, if I could put that in there, because
sure,
each project we're typically going to have a little bit, you know, those things are kind of standard bullet points in our thing, but in our proposal for a modification. But each job's a little bit unique. You know, we may have to do, you know, 4 things on, you know, a particular project that we want to mention in there. And I guess I don't want to have to go back and modify the template per se, if there's a way that I can just modify it within like the proposal. You know what I mean? Just add a bullet point and say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is exactly how we designed the software. So you have your standard template that's in the content center. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is it. And it has your boilerplate language. Okay.
Right.
Fine. But once I add it to the proposal, like I did here, you know, I just picked it out of the content center. It lives on its own with that proposal as a separate document that you can edit. All right.
Okay.
And so I can go in here and I can start editing this. And it's, you know, it's a word editor. So this is a change to the template.
Perfect.
Standard language. And then I just save that and return. And when I generate the proposal, it's in there. Okay.
Cool.
Now, let's say, hypothetically, you made some major changes to your template and you want those on your proposal. You would remove it and just re-add it. And then you would get all the new changes from the new template. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I can add more documents to this, of course, and set the order, and then they're all combined into that one proposal. I have a worksheet. Whoa. I hate when that happens. My mouse is squirrely, and it accidentally clicked on that. I can add a workbook, and I can reference cells from that workbook on the document. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm adding a document. I want to go back and edit the document. And I don't know if you do this or not, and maybe I should just not worry about it, but let's say the base bid amount came from an Excel worksheet. What I can do is upload that worksheet. And you can upload it from your content center or directly from your hard drive. And I had one, I have a ton of them here. I don't know what these are, but let me just say, oh, I don't know. I'll just grab a document and I'm going to upload this document. And okay, so this is a list of priorities, and let's just say C2 to C12. And save that. Okay. Go back to my proposal document, and I want to say right here, list of items included, put my cursor there, Excel data. You can pick which sheet, you know, which tab it comes from. And then what did I say? C2 to C12. And you can put borders around it or not. I'm not going to do that. And then I can view the sample data. and it dropped all that in automatically for me.
Cool.
And then when I change the worksheet, I don't have to do anything to the document. It automatically updates the document, okay, from the worksheet. So I'm going to save this. And when I generate the proposal, of course, it pulls all that information in from Excel. Now, bear with me 1 second because I'm about to show you something that is rolling out tonight, or maybe it may be this weekend. I don't think it's going to roll out tomorrow because I'm out of the office. But I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. And we've made some changes that are, like I said, rolling out either tonight or tomorrow or this weekend, where if you have a proposal, you can add PDF addendums to it. Okay? And so the PDF addendums, when you generate the proposal, are tacked on. So here's the proposal itself, and then all these are the addendums added to the back of it. Okay. Okay. And the reason why we do them as addendums is because of, you can see, some of them's landscaping, landscape, some of it's, the font's different because they're PDFs and they may not look very good if they're combined. But so you can add the PDF addendums, or if you want to, when you email it, you can just pick the addendums out of the Content Center. Like they may be insurance requirements or security clearances or something like that, or you can pick it off your hard drive and add it as an additional attachment. So the attachment can come from your hard drive, or it can come from the Content Center. And then when you email all this out, it all goes with it. And so this one actually has PDF addendums attached to it, but again, you can choose what path you want to take. You have the option of doing either or both, frankly, at the same time. So like I said, the next time you log in to do this, these features will be there.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so I'll shrink that down and let me go back to close that. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see this. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so I think. Go ahead.
Oh, I did have a question. Back to that last one. There's a couple of odd things I've noticed with the templates where you kind of had an example of it there. Maybe it doesn't do it once you send the email, but click back to that. Yeah, view proposal, if you would. So go to the second page. The text font seems to overlap our logo on the second page.
Yeah.
How do I get little things like that?
Yeah. So that's sure. We need to clean that up. So the way this is working is let's go take a look real quick. Again, let's go to the Content Center. Let's go grab that document. And maybe we need to tweak the Word document and then re-upload it. Let me see here. But I agree, that doesn't, oh, here it is. See how that header, this is the line? We need to modify this and move it out of
there. We go.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty simple stuff we can change a little bit.
Well, and that's where we can help you with it. Now you could do that in Word before you upload it, or you can do it here. Our editor is very much like Word. It's almost the exact same, but you might find that it's easier to tweak those things in Word and then upload it into the Content Center. Let's go look at it. Oh, wait. So again, if you remember, I said if you make a change to the template and you want
delete it,
bring it back in. So let's do that. Okay. Okay. Whoopsie. I always want this to be the first in case I add more documents. Let's go take a look. I'm not saying this is going to work, but that's the kind of the, yeah, well, that did help.
Good.
So yeah, so that was the heading in the and the I also noticed that you have a footer down there too.
Yep.
So yeah, we can tweak that in the template, and then it'll look great.
Okay.
I'm excited about it. And there, just for clarification, let's do something really fun real quick. Let's go ahead and add another document. I'm going to pull this one off my hard drive, and I'm going to take a, let's just say this meeting agenda in here. And I'm going to add that. I want to show you, I want to make that second in the list. Okay. And because this affects these, the header and the footer, okay, you'll see that it kept your header and your footer of the first document, and it inserted the other document within that header and footer, So
yeah.
You have a consistent header and footer. So you take a template, and the documents you add to that are going to have the same header and the same footer. It's on your letterhead, and it'll look good that way.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, great. And so we're real excited about this. And what I would like to do is offer our help to get your templates all loaded into the Content Center. And if you want to do this like live training where we sit down and you get all your templates and you load them in, and we just sit and look over your shoulder essentially and watch you do it, that's fine too. Whatever works for you, that might be the best thing to do. But we're happy to help you get this all set up.
The ones that are in here right now are already there, right?
Correct.
Because from what I see, it looks like you may have already uploaded most of them, so we just probably want to go through them, make sure they formatted correctly for our liking. But, I mean, man, I would say that's the bulk of them that we would use. Okay.
And now let's say hypothetically, this one's messed up. Let's say the Lex, I don't know what that is, but let's say it's not right.
Right.
What you can do, so it's already loaded in here, but what you can do is fix it up in Word if you want to, and then you go pull it back in, and it'll replace what's there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to delete it and start over or anything like that. You've got all your description and your name, and let's say you've assigned it to Keith and it's a certain division or whatever, and you've got tags or keywords. You don't have to start over. You just replace this document with what's on your hard drive, and then everything's good to go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think I love it. We use it too, and I get more and more excited about it every day, especially with these features we're about to roll out, where you can add the PDF addendums and then the additional attachments too.
Yeah, no, that looks good. Okay. Well, good. Well, no, I think we'll start trying to send some out with it and get some. I'll get with Keith on making sure we get, assign a follow-up, basically a follow-up schedule and rules for that thing, because I noticed that it sends emails afterwards on, once you send a proposal.
Uh-huh.
So can you maybe walk me through a little bit of that on how to set those up?
Yeah.
Those like email follow-up rules. So that
absolutely. Okay. Well, first of all, when you do send the proposal out via email, you'll get alerts. And you can get a text message alert, an email alert, but right here where it says automatically set the status to bid submitted, what that will do, okay, is it'll set the status of this opportunity to bid submitted, and the workflow will be added to that. Okay. So if you go up here and you say manage workflow, and we don't have a bid submitted workflow in here, but so let's real quickly, let's create one, and we can delete it if you don't want it. But bid submitted follow up, whoopsie, workflow. All right, and I want that to be on that status. Okay. Do we have that already? We do. I'm sorry. It's right here. Terribly sorry. That's it. So I believe in the background, and I'll have to check on this for you, but I believe in the background, even though that says inspection quote submitted, we know it means bid submitted. Okay. I'll check on that, but we've got 4 tasks, okay, attached to that. So let's go ahead and go back to that proposal. And we've got it attached to the test bid lead. Mm-hmm. Let's view the proposal, email the proposal. It's going to go to me, but let's say, is that how you spell it, Drew? Yep. Jayhawk. Fire. Oh, fire.com. Okay. So it'll go to you as well, and automatically set the bid to bid submitted status. I'll send it. Okay. And then, okay, it's been sent. And then let's go back to that opportunity. Sorry, it's playing a little catch up. Yes. See right here? It set the it set the status. Oh, that's beautiful. It set the status to inspection quote submitted, and then your follow-up plan. Oops, it did not have those tasks. Let me check on that to see why it didn't add those tasks. But it should. Okay. It should automatically. So I'll check on that for you. Okay. Or if there's a way that and I can talk with Keith too, because I know he's more familiar with it, but to set and define those, maybe give us a couple of options, because depending on which client it is or what the bid type is, if it's a government job, those things can take 3 to 6 months to close. Okay. So I don't want to be, following up with them every, day, gotcha. But if it's a bid opening for like a school district where they read them aloud, like that one will turn over, you'll get an answer pretty quick. So the follow-up plan should be a little different. So if there's a way that we can define those and put those, like you've got that, add that follow-up plan. If I can do that on those, and where we can define those, that'd be great. Okay, so let's do that real quick. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got I have, let's say, the typical. If it's okay, I'm going to say typical job on this. And that's, hey, just because I got a little bit of delay in our screen here. Oh, Dave, you're clicking setup, right, to get to this follow-up plan? I'm terribly sorry. Yes, manage follow-up plans and workflow. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And I am recording this too, so we have that. Okay. But let's just say I'm going to add a new one, inspection quote submitted, and I'm going to say government. Okay. I'm not going to add a status to this. I'll just create it. And then you have tasks. So this one you might want to go ahead and do, within 24 hours. You'll get an alert when they open it, but
Right.
you know, you might want to just let that go, and I'll get the alert, by the way, when you receive it. But let's just say this is a phone call. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and then and by the way, just so you know, you can. Let's say you have a checklist of items that you want to cover with somebody after the quote has been submitted. And it's for a government, you know, for government people, you want to go through these items, make sure you crossed every T and dotted every I. You can add a checklist to the task, and then when you pull up the task, you have that checklist available.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, so we have this, and then now when I go back to that lead, okay, and you can see that it saved my search criteria. I'll go back into it. Now, I'll go to the follow-up plan tasks, and I can just pick that follow-up plan and say government, and then there you go. So
cool.
That's my plan.
Cool.
And by the way, I'm logged in as you right now, Drew, so everything I'm doing is being saved into your account.
Okay.
All right, so now I've got this in there, and you should be off and running. Now your dashboard should show that, yeah, there it is right there.
Cool.
And so it's due tomorrow.
Awesome. I'll make sure to get it done.
And then when it's done, you can just check it off, and there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so getting the templates cleaned up a little bit is probably the next step. We're certainly willing to help you do this. And if, like I said, sometimes, you know, it's best maybe to do a go-to meeting and we can just sit and watch you do it and then coach you. And because, you know how it is. I mean, everybody learns better when they do it, and we're happy to do that. You know, we love working with Keith. Keith is awesome. If Keith wants to give us a call, we'll do it. We'll work with him. Whatever works for you is what we'll make happen.
Okay. Well, I think we'll get in there and start taking a look at the templates. I don't want to make you guys subject to that because I think from what you've shown me, it looks like they'll work for the most part. So we'll do a couple of mock-ups, make sure we're getting a grasp of it. If we see anything odd, I think we'll get in touch with you.
Okay.
We can